The Greenford Branch is a curious little line out in West London, running for only around 2 miles from West Ealing to Greenford. The branch first opened in 1903, and is now served only by a lone Class 165 networker shuttling back and forth between West Ealing and Greenford 6 days a week. Service runs every 30 minutes in each direction, but there is no Sunday service on this line. Personally, I think it should have been included on the Great Western Express route in Train Sim World, but alas, Dovetail Games did one of many things they do well and missed an opportunity to make a route just that little bit more interesting. I visited the Greenford branch on the morning of Tuesday the 15th of April, when the weather left a lot to be desired. But at least it wasn't raining most of the time. In order to get out to Greenford, we started out in central London and caught a CrossRail Class 345 out to West Ealing. Bond Street and Paddington were the only CrossRail core stations that I went to, but I didn't get any footage there because of the reflections on the platform edge doors. To put it mildly, I am not a fan of platform edge doors at all. As for the Class 345s themselves, I think they're some of the blandest looking, and sounding, electric multiple units in all of England. These days, West Ealing Station looks very different from how it is depicted in Train Sim World. This is because the Great Western Express route is set in 2015, before the station was rebuilt with a new entrance and bay platform. The Greenford service used to go right through to London Paddington, but in 2017 it was cut back to terminate at West Ealing to free up paths for the CrossRail trains. The Class 165 had a very short layover at West Ealing before another run to Greenford. It only takes around 13 minutes to complete a full-length run on this branch, with intermediate stops at Drayton Green, Castle Bar Park and South Greenford. And while it's on my mind, I recommend watching the video that Geoff Marshall made about this line a couple of years ago. The video is mainly about Drayton Green Station, but it also features scenes of Paddington, Greenford, and a Chiltern Railways Class 165. I knew this was a short line, but even then, I didn't realise just how close together West Ealing and Drayton Green are. The latter opened in 1905, and at the time of filming, was the second least used station in London, with only 20,198 entries and exits in the 2023 to 24 period.
This is Drayton Green.
Do not try to board or leave the train when the doors are closing.
This is a Great Western Railway service to Greenford. The next station is Castlebar Park. We are now approaching Castlebar Park.
Please mind the step down from the train to the platform.
Castlebar Park opened in 1904, originally under the name Castlebar Park Holt, with the Holt suffix eventually being dropped in 1969. I wasn't expecting to see such modern apartment buildings right by the station. I suspect they could be the reason why passenger numbers here are much higher than Drayton Green. But even with passenger numbers creeping over into the six figures, Castlebar Park is still the 9th least used station in London.
We are now approaching South Greenford.
Please mind the step down from the train to the platform.
South Greenford was a late addition to the branch, not opening until 1926. These days, it's the 3rd least used station in London, only getting 38,330 entries and exits in the 2023 to 24 period. I find it so bizarre that 3 of London's 10 least used stations are just on this one line.
This is South Greenford.
Do not try to board or leave the train when the doors are closing.
This is a Great Western Railway service to Greenford. The next station is Greenford. The next station is Greenford. This is a Great Western Railway service to Greenford. We are now approaching Greenford, the final stop on our journey. On behalf of the on-train crew, thank you for travelling with Great Western Railway. We wish you a safe and pleasant onward journey.
And here we are at Greenford, where the branch line terminates in the middle of an island platform, thus providing cross-platform transfers with the central line on the London Underground. While we waited for the Class 165 to come back, we passed the time by watching the 1992 tube stock trains coming and going. Greenford is a fair way out on the Central Line, with only 3 more intermediate stops before the terminus at West Ruislip.
This is a Central Line train to West Ealing.
Unfortunately, I didn't get any more footage of 165118 upon arrival back at West Ealing, as we needed to get to Hanwell in time to see a rather unusual train. Stay tuned if you're interested in seeing the Hanwell video.